coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Set, 19.
Come on. I got him. Set it.
Alert.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jamal Sheard on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Trying to improvise. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
50 set, 19.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
No. Check that. 155.
Switch up. 52, Mike 52.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On first down, Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. Thomas, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
Now Love. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Check out. 390. A little work.
Not today. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
A little flat.
They'll try and run with Ware. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing is Locke. Ebron caught left side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Check out. 622.
Who that?
Running on first down with Ware. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
It's Jordan Wilkins here, second-year man from Ole Miss. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen. Pass.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Stop your whining.
On 3rd down, this is Ware. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Spencer Ware, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Colts 7, Texans nothing.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson looking in zone for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
They're running it. Share.
Here's Love. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You're not ready. Joker. Let's go, Mexico. 12. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Locke. Ebron's got it. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check 13. 11B.
Check safety.
A give to Ware. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and it's 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Check out. 1, 6, 3.
Check. Walk 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, alert 3.
Monday. 1, 6, 7.
Luck now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Love. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andrew Luck, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive – I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for add breath on the guy in front of me. Often that opens up enough space for him to go.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Forced out to his left. He's got room. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
They'll run on first down. Where? And he'll get this down only to the 18. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 93 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown.
The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
54. Hustle. 58, the money. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
52. I'm going.
On first down, it's Watson. Steps, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long... And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
Every go. 675. 11.
The final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, it's Ware. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Luck on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
From the gun, they run with Ware. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Check out. 674.
Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Luck is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
3rd and long, it's Luck. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
That one goes for 24 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, check.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
Hey, Haywood.
In your face.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.